Hi friends, welcome in. A very warm welcome to each and everyone. Thank you for stopping by and I hope you have fun today. So today we are going to make this cute little acorn. Okay, so with very few yarn and just with whatever you have and a cute one for the decoration. Okay, so let's get started. So for making the icon, I'm going to use this lighter shade of brown for the nuts, and this is a 2-weight yarn. Okay, so I'm using a thinner weight so that I get a thinner shape of the nut, but you can always use any type of yarn. It doesn't really make much difference. And for the top shell, okay, I'm using this shade of brown. It is 3 lightweight DK yarn. Okay, so you can use that also. So you'll need a very little amount of that and a very thick yarn, a bulky weight yarn, a very little amount for the stem. Okay, so you can see I'm just going to use very little amount of different shades. Okay, so you can use any yarn, any weight category, different shades. Okay, so I'm going to use a hook 3.5 mm. Okay, 3.5 mm hook, scissor, needle and a stitch marker and a little polyfill, not very much, very little. Okay, and with this all things ready, let's get started and start making an acorn. I'm going to start with this lighter shade yarn, brown color for the nuts. Okay, so we are going to start by making a circle. Grab the first loop, chain 1, and now in this circle we are going to make 6 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Close the circle by pulling the tail. Okay, to cinch it down, go into the first single crochet, slip stitch to join. Okay, so we have got our first round, then chain 1. Let's go for the round 2. In round 2 we are going to increase by putting 2 single crochet in each stitch. So starting from the first one here, the very stitch where we did the slip stitching, over there 2 single crochet in that. Okay, 2 single crochet in the next, and in each stitches, so you'll have 12 single crochet by the end of this round. Once you finish, make sure you have 12 single crochet. Okay, and then we are going to go in the first single crochet to join by slip stitching. Chain 1 for the next round. Now for this round we are going to put 1 single crochet in each. Okay, starting from the first, single crochet 1, single crochet 2. You can use your stitch marker here to mark your first stitch. Okay, so that you know this is your first stitch, and just go 1 single crochet in each. So here I finished my round. I'll remove my stitch marker, slip stitch to join, Okay, we have finished round 3. Now chain 1 for round 4. So now round 4, it will be an increase round. So in the very first stitch we are going to put 1 single crochet, and in the next stitch it will be 2 single crochet, so an increase stitch. We are putting 2 single crochet in one stitch. Then now the next stitch, it will be 1 single crochet followed by 2 single crochet in the next. You can put your stitch marker at the very first starting stitch. Okay, and now continue this pattern, increasing after every second stitch. So 1 single crochet and then 2 single crochet. So here we have the 2 single crochet, that is the increase. So 1 and 2 all the way till you reach the end. Okay, after this round, your last single crochet, your last stitch should be an increase stitch. Okay, now remove your stitch marker, slip stitch and join. Okay, we have finished round 4. Chain 1 for round 5, and round 5 will be 1 single crochet in each all the way for this round. Okay, so I'm going to put back my stitch marker in the first stitch. Okay, here, and then single crochet in each till I reach the end. Okay, so here we finish round 5. We are going to remove the stitch marker, slip stitch and join, chain 1 and ready for the round 6. Now round 6 will be a decrease round. Okay, so we are going to go in the first very stitch, make a single crochet. Now next 2 stitches we are going to decrease. So go inside the stitch, pull up a loop, go inside the next stitch, pull up the loop. So we have pulled 2 loops from 2 stitches and we have 3 loops on the hook. Okay, yarn over and pull through all. So that's a decrease. I'm going to mark the first single crochet here. Okay, so we are going to decrease after every 1 single crochet. So this is decrease is done. So next stitch will be 1 single crochet and then next 2 stitches will be a decrease stitch. So pull up a loop from 1 stitch, go to the next, pull up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. Okay, yarn over and pull through all 3 and continue this for this round. So here I finished this round. Then my last stitch is a decrease stitch. Okay, I'm going to remove my stitch marker and slip stitch in that single crochet to join. Okay, chain 1 for the next round. So we have finished 1 2 3 4 5 6 rounds. Now for round 7 we are going to put 1 single crochet in each, starting from very first stitch and each stitch. So once you finish, remove the stitch marker, slip stitch to join, chain 1. Now this is the last round we are going to do. I'm going to put my tail inside. Okay, and we are going to decrease in each and every stitch. So starting from first, pull a loop, going into the next stitch, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, pull through, decrease. Now next 2 stitches will be decrease, pulling up loop 1, and 2 and decrease. So this is what we are going to do all the way around. Once you finish this round, you can slip stitch at the first stitch to join, chain 1, and now we can cut little yarn, not very much. Okay, pull it out like this, cinch it. So we have this very small hole now. Okay, we are going to use our stuffing to stuff. So at the last you have 1 2 3 4 5 6 stitches. Okay, so with the decrease you will get 6 stitches. Now we are going to take our polyfill little by little. I'm going to use my scissor to just fill it. Once we have filled, we are going to grab our yarn needle. Okay. Now here, in every stitch, there are 6 stitches on top here. Okay, so from every stitch, I'm going to go in this way. 1, then come back, and then from here, go again. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and then slowly pull to close it tight as much as you can. Okay, don't worry, this part will be inside, so it will not much matter. Okay, and then close it. Now either you can shove the yarn inside or just snip it and okay, so we have finished the nut part here. Okay, now we will do the top part, top covering. Okay, let's keep this aside. So now we are going to take our the darker shade. Okay, we're going to start with a cinch circle. Okay, insert the hook, pull the yarn, hold it like this, chain 1. Now we are going to put 6 single crochet in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Pull the tail to close the circle nice and tight. Go into the first single crochet and join with the slip stitch. So we have finished our first round. Chain 1. For the second round, we are going to put 2 single crochet in each. So very first stitch, 2 single crochet in that, 2 single crochet, once you finish, make sure you have 12 single crochet. You're going to go in the first stitch and slip stitch, chain 1. For the next round, for the round 3, we are going to start with 1 single crochet in the very first stitch, In the next stitch we are going to put 2 single crochet in that. We are increasing, so 2 single crochet in that. Okay, you can put your stitch marker if you want. Okay. Now 1 single crochet, next stitch followed by an increase, that is 2 single crochet in each. 1, 2, so here I finish round 3. Your last stitch should be an increase stitch. Okay, remove the stitch marker, slip stitch to join, chain 1. Now round 4 we are going to make 1 single crochet in first stitch and decrease in next 2 stitches. 1 and 2, decrease, 1 single crochet in the next and a decrease stitch in the next. So that's the pattern. Okay, a decrease after every 1 single crochet. So here I finished the last stitch and it is a decrease stitch. Remove your stitch marker, slip stitch and join, chain 1, pull the yarn a little bit high and snip the yarn, and that tail will be used for stitching. Okay, so we have done the top part here. Okay, for our nut. So now we get our black color. So I'm going to use my other needle, which is has little bigger hole than this normal one. It has a big hole, but it is good for all this yarn. But this fat yarn, I'm going to use this needle. I'm just going to put one end and other end here. Okay, and then I'm going to go from this center here, go down. Okay, yeah, and pull it out. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it how much I need for the stem. That's enough. Okay, here I'm going to tie a knot. One and two, and then I can snip the yarn because it is going to be inside. Okay, now we turn it and we have this nice loop here, which will be there. Here, okay, goes this. Now we get our nut and we are going to sew it in this way. Okay. Now I'm taking my other needle here. Okay, and then you can just weave in, picking up one loop from the nut, going in this way. So once you have finished stitching, you give it a shape. Just go inside, pull it out, then snip the yarn and snip. And we have our acorn ready. You can shape it. You can shape the acorn the way you like. Okay. And it's simple yet cute. Okay. Now for this yarn, if you don't have the thick yarn, you can use a thin yarn. Just make chain. Okay, maybe 10 chain, and just pull it through the center and tie a knot, and you'll let the chain be a loop. Okay, the 10 chain makes a loop. Okay, that also you can hold 2 strands and make the chain. Okay, so that is a cute little acorn is ready. So I hope you had fun and enjoyed making this acorn, and you can use in whichever project you like, and I'm going to use it very soon in a very special project. So hope to see you soon in our next project. Okay, with something new and something fun. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and see you soon. Bye.